Hello and welcome to Drupal Tutorials. This tutorial has been prepared for anyone who has a basic knowledge of HTML and CSS and has an urge to develop websites. After completing this tutorial, you will find yourself at a good level of expertise in developing websites using Drupal. Introduction to Drupal. Drupal is a free and open source content management system, we call that as CMS in short, that allows organizing, managing and publishing your content. This is built on PHP based environment. This is called out GNU, that is General Public License. That means everyone have a freedom of downloading and sharing it to others. This tutorial will teach you the basics of a Drupal using which you can create websites with ease. So what are the prerequisites to learn Drupal? Before you start proceeding with this tutorial, we are assuming that you are already aware about the basics of HTML and CSS. If you are not well aware of these concepts, then we will suggest you to go through our tutorials on HTML and CSS. And make sure that you have a local server installed in your computer. And I'll explain you what is a local server when we install the Drupal in our computer. So let's talk about the curriculum. That is, what are we going to learn in this set of Drupal tutorials? We will learn about the installation in the beginning, and then we talk about the architecture, main menu, blocks and regions, themes and layouts, front page, static page, and creating a blog, and creating articles, and creating pages in Drupal, and creating the Drupal content, and modifying that content, the existing content in the Drupal website, and deleting the unnecessary content, and publishing the content so that the visitors of your websites can see it, can make use of your website. And menu management, this is a very essential concept in Drupal, and taxonomies, and we'll talk about the comments and user management, optimization of Drupal, and site backup, site upgrade, and announcement. So these are the topics that we are going to go through the set of Drupal tutorials. So let's get started. Okay, let's talk about the Drupal first. What is Drupal? Drupal is a free and open source content management system that allows organizing, managing, and publishing your content in a website. It is built on PHP environment, as I told you before. So what is a content management system? In short, we call that as CMS. A content management system is a software which keeps all the data of your content, such as text, photos, music, documents, etc., which will be available on your website. A CMS helps in editing, publishing, and modifying the content of the website. To talk about the history of Drupal in short, the standard release of Drupal, known as a Drupal core, was developed by Darius Baitati in January 2001. It is considered as a leading CMS in variety of industries. If you are developing a website with a content management system, Drupal CMS is very flexible than any other CMS. Drupal is very powerful and can be used for building large complex sites. It is a PHP based template and allows non-technical users to add and edit the content without any HTML or web design knowledge. Using Drupal CMS, It can be easy to interact with other sites or technologies and can handle the complex forms and workflows. It is available with more than 16,000 modules, which can be addressed with a Drupal core and add-on modules. Okay, let's talk about the advantages of Drupal. Drupal is a flexible CMS that allows handling content types including video, text, blog, menu handling, real-time statistics, etc. It provides a number of templates for developing web applications. So there is no need to start from scratch if you are building a simple or complicated web application. Drupal is easy to manage or create blog or website. It helps to organize, structure, find and manage content. Drupal provides some interesting themes and templates which give your website an attractive look. Drupal has over 7,000 plugins to boost your website. Since Drupal is an open source, you can create your own plugins too. So what are the disadvantages of Drupal? Drupal is not user-friendly interface. It requires advanced knowledge and few basic things about the platform to install and modify. Drupal is a new content management system. It is not compatible with other softwares. Performance is slow compared to other CMS. The website which is built using Drupal will generate big server loads and never opens with a slow internet connections. So these are the points that you need to know before you start learning Drupal. So let's get started with the installation of Drupal in your local machine. Let's go. To install the Drupal in your computer, first you need to download the Drupal version from the Drupal.org website, the official website for the Drupal CMS. It is free to download. As I told you before, you don't need to pay anything to download this because it's an open source. So I'm downloading, and here we have two different versions available here. One is like download tr.gz and download zip. So I'm downloading the zip version here, and this will ask you the location that you want to download, and I'm saving this on my desktop and save. So it's like a 3 MB file, and it will not take more than 5 seconds to get downloaded. So the Drupal zip file is on my desktop now. So I need to extract this first. And it will take like a few seconds. Okay, I'm renaming this like Drupal new. Okay, then copy the folder and go to C my computer and C:, and you can see XAMPP folder here. That is my local server. If you don't know what is a local server and you don't know how to install the local server, I suggest you to go through my local server and installation session, then you will understand it better. But currently I assume that you know how to install the local server and what does it mean by local server and how to use the local server. And it is XAMPP, and when you click the XAMPP, you have htdocs folder here, and go there and paste the folder here. Yes. So your Drupal new folder is copied here in htdocs. Now to proceed with the installation of Drupal in your computer, you need to find the XAMPP first. XAMPP, XAMPP control panel. And when you click it, this is the XAMPP control panel, my local server in the computer, and make sure that Apache and MySQL servers are running. When they are running, they turn green here. So, and you can see that it's a stop. If it is if when you click the stop, the servers will stop running. So before you install the Drupal in your computer, you need to create a database for the installation. So how to create the database? To create the database, you go to MySQL and click admin. That will open you the MySQL admin panel. Creating a database is very simple. Just go here and click new and name the database. Let us say the database name is Drupal underscore new. Okay, and creating. So the database is created here. The first part is over. So we created a database called Drupal.new to install the Drupal in your local server. Now we can start the installation process of Drupal. To start it, press the Apache admin here. That will take you to all the folders that is available in your htdocs. So our folder is Drupal new. So click it. That will take you to the installation wizard of Drupal. So here we have two options at the beginning. One is the standard installation and the minimal installation. So standard, we go with the standard, and for in default standard is selected. So we always go for a standard installation. If you want, you can go for minimal to get the minimum features, and we will talk about the minimal installation later. So currently we are going with a standard installation. Save and continue. And it is asking about the language, English built in. If you want more languages, or I mean any different language, you can check here, but our tutorial is in English, so I'm proceeding with English. I assume that you all know English because I'm already speaking English. Save and continue. And now it will take you to the database. And what is the database name? So the database name that we created here is Drupal underscore new. This is the database name. Drupal underscore new. So here the next option, it is asking database username and database password. So when you install your local server in computer, when you install XAMPP, the default username for XAMPP is root and password is blank. There is no password for username root. But here when I installed it, I named my database username as Ramesh and I gave the password here. But when you install it, if you don't make changes, so it will stay root as the username and blank, no password. And I'm saving and continuing. And yes, so we'll get an option here. We need to name our site. So my first Drupal site. Let's make a name like this. And email address. You don't need to give the real email address here because it's a mandatory to give an address. But it's not it's not mandatory to give a valid email. I'm saying like mail dot Drupal site .com. Mail at the rate of DrupalSite.com. So I'm taking this off. My Drupal site. Okay. And this is asking a username here. So we'll give username as admin so it is easy to remember, and the email is email address. And when you forgot your username or password, so for recovery it will take the email address, like it will ask you the email address, this one. But we are doing something we are learning now, it's a practice purpose, so I'm giving some dummy email ID. But in a real time, when you develop a real website, remember to give a valid email ID, and the password is, let us say, admin123 hash. So I'm telling my password. So but password is a secret, so always remember to give a strong password. So don't give that. For me, admin123 hash is easy to remember now, so it's a teaching purpose, so I'm using a light password here. And then server settings, so default country none, and time zone. Here just select the time zone based on where do you live. So I'm selecting Asia here as I live here, and default country I am from India, and you can choose your country here. And you don't need to fill this because it's not showing this red star button here. So but you need to confirm the password here. I forgot it. So when you complete filling, I don't want to receive any emails because I gave a dummy email address, and I don't need any updates here. And save and continue. So yes, the installation is completed now. You can see that the visit your new site. When you click it, you will get the front end of your website, and you are logged in as an admin. This is the default Drupal page. Okay, that's it for the session today. Today we discussed about the introduction to the Drupal and installation of Drupal into your local machine. In our next session, we are going to discuss about the Drupal architecture. Until then, thank you very much. Bye-bye.